Ladies and juniors, yes, well, because you see, we've got a Fender Squier Mini. This has come fresh from GAK, so let's open it up and see how they arrive, see if they're set up, see if there's any difficulties or if you get any extra bits. So let's have a look. Well, this came, I can tell you, I ordered it on a Sunday, and it was here via DHL, great service I must say, and it came on the Tuesday, so that was, oh, look at that, you get a little party bag with it, see what's in there in a minute. So it's got, you know, some decent packing. Let me have you down here, then you can see slightly better. And some more decent packing. There's something in there. What's in there? Well, there's definitely something in there. There it is. A couple of silica bags. Now that's a good sign. There is, in fact, an Allen key, which would certainly indicate that we have a truss rod. Although I feel fairly certain that I will not have. Oh, just let's have a look in there. Now, so they've got this, obviously, this spacer around the neck to prevent any movement up, down, or sideways. So I got, well, so that's Fender Squier for you. So their packing is very nice indeed. So we're giving them a 10 out of 10 for that, for certain. And it comes in a nice guitar sock. And this one is in Dakota Red. Isn't that pretty? That is Junior Hank Marvin written all over it. Initial impressions is that the fretboard is as dry as a biscuit. But that is obviously very swiftly and easily addressed with a bit of lemon oil or some other, you know, proprietary product, I suppose. And says here that you get free online lessons with it. How cool is that? Right, so string height feels like it could be improved. And of course, I won't have a notched edge to check neck straightness, but a notched edge is not the only way that we can have a look at neck straightness. So I'm not going to put it on bench because I've got the curtain open and, you know, you won't be able to see. So I'm just going to stick it on the chair because it's only titchy, and we'll have a look at what can be done. So the other way that we can check neck straightness is really simply by holding the string down on the first fret and at whatever's at the end, and having a look to see what the gap is like between the frets and the bass E string. Can we see this? Yeah, the gap looks a little too big to me, but let's have a look at string height. And shall, on the right scale, so we'll look at the string height, and our survey says that the 12th frets I must get some better spectacles. Oh, actually, that looks alright. That is definitely it. Can we say this? This is definitely at 1.25. Oh, I can never get the damn thing in focus. So we're certainly at the 12th fret, sitting at 1.25. So theoretically, that should play okay. Let's have a listen. So I did in fact drop the string height just a little, just a teeny weeny bit. And, you know, just tuned it up. I've given the strings a bit of a stretch. I've not conditioned the fretboard yet, but that will ensue shortly. So, let's have a little listen and see what you get. We'll just have a run through the pickups. So I can't quite frankly. I mean, these are 125 quid or something like that to your door. And quite frankly, I have had a couple of these before that only had 2 pickups in, but this one does have 3. Obviously, it's a hard tail. Walk before you can run. So let's have a little listen. So that was position 1 at the bridge, and then we'll go in between the bridge and the centre. Super. Centre. So definitely, if you're a smaller adult and maybe just starting off learning, I was just going to say, you can't do better than one of these. Actually, you can do better than one of these, but if you can find one. The best mini guitars that I've ever found were the Epiphone Minis. The Epiphone Flying V Wii is an absolutely incredible smaller person's instrument. I can't say, juniors, but anyway. So where are we now? Yes, between the centre and the neck. Super, onto the neck. And the intonation's bang on. Brilliant. If you're starting out, if you've got smaller hands than the regular shovels, but even then, I find this absolutely perfectly acceptable to play. What a great guitar! For a younger or smaller beginner, totally recommended from me. I mean, like I say, even if you're a complete, I'm 1.83 with relevant body parts to go with that size, and I find this. Great. Oh, and by the way, that is through a tiny, no-named amp, Techno Labs or something like that it's called, and that is a little junior practice amp, just something that I had knocking about. But I thought that it would be appropriate to review it via that particular medium. So with all that said, so we've got 2 knobs here, one for volume, one for tone. Just for their money. It's the best new guitar that you can buy for somebody who is, slightly smaller in stature. So thanks all ever so much for having a look at that with me, and I shall look forward to seeing you soon. Adios amigos. Ta-ra.